Hello, hello. It is WARHAMMIE Wednesday. Hi, everyone. Hey, Patware. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day if you're on this side of the world. I know, I'm late. we had to go deal with some things. Some things being our hunger. Hey everyone, or everyone, I don't know. I get to play video games after work. Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Shit, I didn't let it finish loading. Shit. I am a streamer, I swear. Hey Chester, thank you for the heart. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi. I forgot how loud this game is. I'm probably just gonna be here for maybe 2 hours. We'll see. Because I am an EP bitch. And I've been working 9-hour days. Using my little wrinkly brain to do redacted stuff. Yeah, we'll go with that. Redacted stuff. Okay, what was I doing next? So what was it? Artificial facility? Was I doing shit here? I don't remember. Was I doing here? The astropathic station is dead ahead of the voyage. It is motionless. There's lifeless science across its vox secrecies as lights out. Even those who have no warp sensitive can feel a presence of death. It's here, lurking in the shadows. All this makes reading the reports of the ship's astropaths, who claim to be hearing an incessant ghostly howl emanating from the ship, all the more disturbing. Heresy, it is. I don't know if I'm going to be doing heresy. I don't think I'll be doing that kind of game. Although Shanzi, Mr. Neener, is currently playing Space Marine, or he's supposed to be. I don't know. I saw him launch it. I don't know if he's actually playing. So should I go into this, like, this spooky station? You're bringing the Emperor's might to those gosh darn bugs. Hey Saul, welcome in. Welcome in. You're surprisingly not the first one who came in here. You are the first one to come in. I should put in, you know, make a first redeem, huh? I'll get to that. You fell asleep putting your son to sleep. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Did he fall asleep in your arms? Maybe we'll contact the station by Vox. Let's see. The station is not responding. Perhaps there's no one left who could respond. I guess we'll send a scouting team since we're here. The enforcers offered their prayers and proceeded to enter the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones. Not quite here, not quite now. Smudged, as it were, across time. Servants reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. I pre-ordered the 2-year edition of WARHAMMIE Space Marine 2. It comes with a pretty steelbook. Oh! Did you know that was a thing? Sean did not know that it was a thing. And he's like the one that's like, I love Space Marine! I'm so happy Space Marine is a thing! And so he's currently playing Space Marine. Send Zachary Weiss into the station with a squad of bodyguards. You saw it a few days ago? Oh, so it's just more recently. Choir, but he won't. At the moment, I don't think we would be able to get it anyway. He is a WARHAMMIE's fan though. Choir Master Weiss boarded the ship in person and proceeded into the choir's hall. He stood silently for hours in front of a man frozen in ice and held a telepathic conversation with him. Then Master Weiss offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and the unfortunate man passed away. Upon returning to the ship, Weiss reverently presented the Lord Captain with a grim trophy, the late choir master's amulet taken from his frozen body after death, the denial of nightmares. Hold on. Where the fuck is my... Okay. I had to turn on my heated blanket because my feetsies are cold. I'm just an abominable intelligence under the care of the rogue trader. For the moment. For the moment. For the moment. The psychic shriek across the immaterium has been silenced, but this has brought the crew no relief. A chilling realization came to the astropaths when they discovered that the cry was masking a different sound, one more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm born from a warp storm of titanic power, so intense that the entire expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles astropathic messages and crawls into psychers' minds, evoking everywhere the same image. A dark, gaping, beastly mouth. Oh, Cicatrix maledictum. A huge warp storm stretching across the galaxy, the result of a catastrophic rift in real space. Cleaving the universe in two. Now that the mad choir masters finally stopped screaming, the song of the Immaterium has reached the rogue trader's void ship too. Order the station to be explored. Let's see. Maybe we can silence it. A brief, chilling chronicle of the station's doom was found in the scribe's records. A warp disturbance of monstrous proportions wiped out half the choir at once. Halloween? It's not Halloween yet. It's not Halloween yet. How you doing, Thomas? Hey, Eli. Welcome in. Hey, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to WARHAMMIE Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Now that we got some folks here. Here is my schedule for the rest of the week. It's already like Wednesday. Halloween's every day for 365 years. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, this weekend is gonna be really fun because I'm coming home early on Friday, so I can play some more Fallout. And then on Saturday I have a collab, which should be really fun. And then Sunday, Sunday is going to be the first of many, probably, of Spooky Sunday. The first of many until November. Until the end of November. The Spooky Sundays. I'm going to try playing Silent Hill 4 The Room. Which, if you know me, I do really like the Silent Hill mythos from the PS2 eras. I mean, I played Origins, so it was pretty good too. But I couldn't play Silent Hill 4 because I was shit scared of the ghost. So hopefully we'll play it a little bit on Sunday. So yeah. Anyway, back to Rogue Trader. What was I saying? A brief and chilling chronicle of the station's doom was found on the scribe's records. A warp disturbance of monstrous proportions wiped out half the choir at once, turning the astropaths into living portals through which torrents of the Immaterium's energies poured out. Those who lasted longer bellowed and howled about a black rift that had split the universe into before and after, and a darkness that would devour the Astronomican's light. Should I burn everything then? I can't leave this people to suffer, so let's burn everything, I guess. Void torpedoes shatter the fragile station. One can only hope that the unfortunate souls captured by the warp has perished along with their home. Burn the universe? No, I can't. I can't burn the universe. Alright, so we're going to go then to Rykad Minoris. Lord Captain, I'm sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Waisian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Okay. What's this guy want? How's everyone doing? I hope your Wednesday is treating you well. I hope your Wednesday is good. Show no mercy to the weak. Rule the planets. Make the Overlord proud. the overlord we're talking about, though? Who's the overlord? I'm just the Lord Captain. Cutscene. All overlords? Okay. We require more overlords. We require more Vespane gas. What's the crystals thing that they used to have to gather in StarCraft? I don't remember. All I remember is them saying, require more overlords. Require more Vespane gas. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are antics of a highborn brat on our lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Avril event. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb her. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer shall be logged onto your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Fuck your name. Requesting permission to speak. On a matter of extreme importance and urgency. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I just thought the drastic times called for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this step is unwarranted, that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Abelard is in no hurry to intervene and lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Sourbeck, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Reserian. And to intervene in what's happening in the lower decks, because very soon we'll have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Oh, Vent reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart, and she has clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she's finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then you. Huh. Seems suspicious. There's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship and no one has informed me. How did this start? And where does Seneschal Reserian come into this? Yeah, where does Seneschal Reserian come into this? I shall explain, says Abelard. I beg you to hurry. Time is running out. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny, and I shall speak for as long as I feel fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received information about cultists hiding in the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So as long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodore von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. I just dealt with the cultists. Well, this is a different cult, though. You're far too heavy-handed, Senator Reserian. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors. It has driven the people to the brink. Now, there is a strike on the lower decks, and Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. But when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. Master at Arms, the ships and forces report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge my superiors. Sourback bows her head into Abelard's direction. However, a moment later, a serpentine smile appears on her lips. That being said, while I entirely share Master Viserian's opinion on what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that this insubordination is of direct consequences of practices as he himself has introduced. What? Mr. Sourbeck, I see you have decided to follow the Lieutenant's example after all. Such behavior does do no credit. It seems... What? No. I cannot leave this I cannot have them squabbling on their own. That's bad. I can't do that. Lieutenant Venn, you say that the Seneschal has singled you out from your peers in any... Would you say that Seneschal has singled you out on peers in any way? Lord Captain, I swear Seneschal Wizard has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, nor facilitated my promotions. Although... he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place. He has offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful to him. While not all of my fellows receive such attention, I know at least a dozen fine officers for whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure they continue to strive. That's good, though. To prepare new generations of the dynasty's servants, to instruct them and to separate them with potential from those who have exhausted it. It is my duty as Seneschal. This ship has bays worth of pilots, enforcers, officers, technicians, and stewards, whom I have raised personally. By the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now was my student at one point. I see. Sourbeck, explain yourself. The ship's regulations state that the Master at Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers. And yet, it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers for whom he deemed particularly promising, at times, given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Wazarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record for fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. That's called like, what's that term? When you promote and give reward to those who have really worked for it. You know? It's like the opposite of nepotism. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for hierarchy among your ladyship's servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master of Arms that they happen to disagree with. Hammy? Yeah, it's Hammy. Hey, Zemi, how's it going? How you doing? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Tomorrow they will go to the Lord Captain to object the Seneschal's order. I notice a pattern to these actions. You're doing... I feel that. Well, if anything, I'm just here to give you some entertainment and relief from things. I'm actually about to go to bed, just gonna hang out for a bit. Just, you know, don't worry about it. If you need to sleep, you need to sleep. That's fine. I hope though you find some comfort in these officers arguing. 43 loyalty points. Yay! Make number go up. Oh, I just realized though, my affiliate anniversary is coming up in like November. So I gotta think about like what I want to do for that day. I don't know yet. We'll see. So Abelard, do you wish to... shit! No. Continue. Abelard, do you wish to respond? No, I'm not. Catherine! The fact. I'm not going to cannibalize anybody. Catherine. I don't want to cannibalize anybody. If there's any cannibalism that's going to happen, it's probably going to happen in RimWorld. Mr. Sourbeck, can you recall an occasion when I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior? or one where I would overrule their order, or show favoritism to those who merited none. None, Seneschal. For there have been no cases in the entire time I have served aboard this ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have them pay for insulting your honor with blood. Your conduct in this regard has always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the propriety of junior officers, inflict their sense of self-importance, and undermine discipline. That you distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officers that handing out gifts to officers who have caught your eye. It fills those who set apart with ambition and audacity and makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters ready to die, their fate entrusted to their commander and no one else. That is the sole foundation of order. I see. Evidently, my officers are anything but a shining example of unity and adherence today. I have only myself to blame, I suppose. So, and there's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship and no one has informed me? I would not deem it a problem worthy of the road trader's attention. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we were still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution and was on the board of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on the ship, word of the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo of 100 bolters. I'm sure if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, she will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room? I've already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your ladyship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. Okay, so what is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems for generations. They are easily replaceable resource, and one which is now more besides giving succor to cultists and minions of the arch enemy. What is the arch enemy? Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rotgut brewing. We have handled workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. Rotgut. What does rotgut taste like, Zemi? Can you tell me? What does it taste like? And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located in one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on the neighboring sectors. Moonshine, I'd imagine. I feel like it would be worse than Moonshine, to be fair. I feel like it'd be worse than Moonshine. Okay, so how did it all start? Well, the situation could boil any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers around a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported it up the chain of command immediately, arranged for the cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics had been found alive, but the search had brought tensions among enforcers and workers to a head. So, Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, and guided exclusively by the best interest of your proctorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way, you'll stop the uprising before it begins. I am certain the Seneschal was acting within his authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decisions myself. There's a ton of plot here. Yeah, yeah. It is a chunky. It is chunky. Throne preserve you, Lord Captain. Thank you for your support. Abelard grits his teeth slightly. An enterprise boarding on Sophomore's, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist I escort you. Yes. More plot. Yeah. Well, you got the embiggen, but thanks. Somehow the sound didn't come through. Unless it came through on your end, I didn't hear it. I don't know. But you got the more plot. You're welcome. Now it's really hard to play with these massive boobas resting on my arms. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to you and your seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Dippo for myself and see the expedient resolution to this incident. Okay, so I guess I'm going to Depot 4. Okay, accept. Let's go. More plot. Everyone hydrate. Again, here's my schedule for next week. For the rest of the week. Yay. So the just little guys is I'll leave it for you guys to wonder about. Okay. Oh no, is it crashing? Please don't crash. Please. Game. Chesarin, what did you do? Did you break it? No! I think it crashed. It's too late to save now! I couldn't even... You didn't do anything this time. Maybe that's why it crashed, because you didn't do anything. It's fine. Is it fine? I don't know. There's a pop-up on my screen that you guys can't see. It's just taking a while to catch up. So, what do you guys want to talk about while we wait for this? It's September, guys. It's September. Da, 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 September. How do you feel about Tabby Socks? September. You know what? For September, no one's actually no one's actually buying any subs. I've not seen anybody like gift any subs at the moment. Yep, there it goes. It crashed. It fully crashed. Ah. See you into infinity. Hello, it's me. All right, let's load it up again. And hopefully we don't have to go through all that dialogue again, because that would suck. That would really suck. Yeah, there's been that. I'm not actually like pushing September happening. Like, okay, guys, you can. There's cheaper subscription prices at the moment for September. Go ahead and buy if you want. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Why capture specific application? Come on, Rogue Trader, come up. There we go. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like whatever. It'll be nice though. I'm not gonna ask you guys to do it. As I don't know. I'm really bad at marketing myself and getting people to like buy my shit if I had any shit to sell. What the fuck? It crashed again? Excuse me. Why are you crashing? Ow. Thanks all for the gifted sub. It's the recipient is, hey, it's Thomas, who's not fucking here. Ow. Eli got a gifted sub from Sol Ray. Thanks, Saul. You didn't have to, but thank you. Especially during this unfortunate crashing. What the? Why is it? Why are you doing it one by one? You gifted a sub to Mr. Neener. He's busy playing Space Marine now, but he would say thank you. Stop crashing, please. Why is it crash? It crashed again! Ah! You're scrolling through the chatter. Oh, you're not doing randomly? Oh, I see. That's really nice of you for like gifting it to actual people. I never liked that gifting like 5 subs and gifts to randos are never on. That's fair. That's fair. That's 100% fair. Okay, I'm letting it load first. Oh, he got tabbed back in. Did you die? No. Oh, he alt-tabbed during a cutscene to say thank you. Alright, hold on. Let me switch over. While we're waiting. It doesn't seem to want to, like... Okay, so... Somehow... For some reason... What the fuck? Somehow, for some reason, it doesn't want to load past 42%. I am going to try... and do something. Maybe I'll try repairing the file or something. I don't know. The machine spirit is angry, that's why it keeps crashing. I thought you were supposed to do something, Chesarin, because you're like the abominable intelligence in it. Where was it? Properties. Verify integrity of game files. We'll try that. It'll take a while, but we'll do that. The Imperium does not like my kind. I suppose so. Chesarin is too busy. Chesarin is too busy committing cannibalism. That's what. Should I start a crash counter for Rogue Trader? What the heck? Manda! What? Hello! Hi, Manda!
What is that?
Lofi Raid, yeah!
Oh my god,
you just came in while we are talking about cannibalism.
What was that?
It's the horse!
Horse! What the fuck?
That looks like it on it.
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck?
What does it look like for you?
Goodbye! Interesting modded co-op Skyrim. Oh, co-op Skyrim? Oh my god. Saul, thank you for the gifted sub for Manda. Hi, Raiders of Manda Stream. Hello, Lofi Raiders. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. You caught us at a time where my game kept on crashing. So we're kind of in a lull at the moment talking about cannibalism. What were you playing, Manda? What were you playing? I didn't manage to catch you though, because I was finishing up work and then got busy. Xenoblade! Thank you. You're gonna get out. Good night, Sammy. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you for the gifted sub for Vinardo. So for you guys, he's doing it one by one, so the gifted subs don't go to like any randos. Ow. I think my computer is kind of angry at the moment because I saw those what the fuck? Why did they suddenly just explode? You haven't gone far in the first one. You know, I have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3. I kind of want to play them again on stream. Your PC being angry? Yeah, because Rogue Trader had just crashed like 3 times now. So I'm just verifying the file integrity, and then all of a sudden Tits just started like lagging when all those hearts went out. That's the plan for us. We're trying to go through them all. Oh, I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles 1 though. I think the character design in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is kind of dumb. The main guy's outfit is kind of weird, not gonna lie. It's super good so far. I hear the Xenoblade Chronicles games are really good. I played like a good chunk, I think, of 2 and 3. I never tried it. I think people don't like 2 because it has gacha elements, but it doesn't use real money. It has gacha elements in that, like, I guess the summons or whatever that you have are from a gacha system that uses in-game currency. It's functional as his job for the least, the main character. Yeah, that's true. He's like a dredger. But he just looks like he's just wearing really dumb inflatable like overalls. That's why it makes it kind of fun. Yeah. I really enjoy the artist Shunya Yamashita. And he designed a character for one of the summons in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I was really excited for it. And I managed to get it. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't like this design. I think it's kind of not hitting it. Let me see if I can look it up. Hold on. While we're waiting for this fucking, because I'm running a file integrity fix thing for Rogue Trader right now, so we're just waiting for that to go on in the background. Is it the bunny design? No, she's like a bird thing, a tropical bird thing. Yeah, Mashita, Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles images. Is it this one? No, it's not the bird one. Sorry, I'm forgetting. I forgot. It's not the bird one. 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 Where is my browser? There. That's her. Can I zoom in on this? Green close. Where is it? No, that's not her. Here. That's like Shunya Yamashita's like art and design and shit. And I'm just kind of like, nah. I don't know if I'm feeling it. So I'm like, nah. Or did he do 2? Hold on. I don't remember. It's been a while. I played it a while ago. But overall, like, generally, I really like Shunya Yamashita's, like, art and stuff. Because it's just kind of, I don't know. Kind of sexy, but still sometimes really classy. Sometimes. So, like, I don't know. I have a lot of other things, a lot of other games that I want to play on stream as well. So speaking of games that I'm gonna play on stream, here's my schedule for the rest of the week. Hopefully, if it doesn't, did you see this? It's like a throw. It's a couch. It's like a little couch. Also, Thomas, guess what? Thomas, guess what? Yeah, this is the games that I'm gonna be playing later this week. Solray gifted you a sub today, just now. So you don't get ads. You don't get caught in ad jail. So you should thank him. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be playing Silent Hill 4 The Room on Sunday. I was, I guess, a big Silent Hill fan back in like university. But I couldn't ever play Silent Hill 4 The Room because I was shit scared of the ghosts. So I never really played it. Played until the end, but I always hear that it has like one of the greatest stories in Silent Hill franchise. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try on Sunday. So because I'm going to start what I'm calling, I guess what we're calling Spooky Sunday. For the months of September, October, and November. Because, you know, why limit the spookies to just 1 month, right? That's not enough. That's not enough time to play through some spooky games. Let's have an amazing day, evening, night, celebrate. Yeah, Thomas, you won't get stuck in ad jail. That's really nice of you, Saul. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you. But yeah, it is September right now, so the subs are like cheaper at the moment. So it benefits everybody, I think. And you get to throw gifts on my head with a little bonk. These gifts were not cheaper. Wait, what? They weren't? What do you mean they weren't? I thought they were. Apparently only your own sub? What? Huh? I thought they're all supposed to be cheaper. I don't know how it works. Wait. September. Gifted subs are not like... Anyways, streamers. September. When viewers get discounted subs. Okay, hold on. Okay. For gifted subs, discounts this year, September. Conversions does not apply for... Oh, wait. Unconverted Prime or gifted sub. Oh. I didn't know. But still, thank you, man. Yeah, it's still good. Big fan of bonus gift subs. From September 26th to October 1, Twitch is running bonus gift subs push. For every 5 community gift subs purchased, Twitch adds 1+1 bonus gifted sub in the same tier. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's neat. So maybe we'll do a thing at the end of September then, where we'll gift out some 5 community gift subs so we can do the extra gift sub out. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. Maybe maybe we'll do that. Yeah. I don't know how streaming works at all. I'm just a smooth brain bunny, I'm sorry. And the more that I think about it, the more that I want to play the Final Fantasy games on stream, like all the mainline single player ones. Okay, so the file's finished verifying. Let me see if it runs. Let me see if it doesn't crash first before I switch over. Hopefully it doesn't crash. 40 41 42. Come on! Get past 42! Machine spirit, demand you function! It loaded. Hold on. Okay, let's move over. Okay, continue. Hopefully I don't have to go through that fucking dialogue sequence again. Oh shit, I'm still sitting on the screen. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Do I have to go through it again? I have to go through the entire thing again. Wait, the astropathic station is still there. Fuck. Everything I did the past hour is gone. I can't save because it didn't give me a chance to save. Like, it was all cutscene. I can't save during a cutscene unless I can. It didn't. Can I save during a cutscene? Does anybody know? Does anybody know if it can save during a cutscene? Oh, I could just hold to skip then. Hold on. Skip. Okay, continue. 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 Two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. Continue. 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 How did Seneschal West Syrian comes into this? Continue. 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 Master of Arms, the ships and forces return report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Continue. Seneschal has signaled you out from peers anyway. Continue. Explain yourself. Continue. Do you wish to respond? Continue. Continue. I see. What is Depot for? Continue. Insurrection aboard my ship. Continue. 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 How does it all start? What do you have to say to all this? Continue. I'm certain the Seneschal is acting blah 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 blah. Continue. Continue. End dialogue. Accept. Please don't crash! Machine spirit! I beg of you! I ask for sacrifices. Give me sacrifices in terms of something so it doesn't crash. Not cannibalism. Because I know Chesserin is going to offer cannibalism. Go to the site of conflict. Wow, nobles from the upper decks down to see us. Oh, okay. Okay. Shit, I forgot to save! It's Mysterian, take that, scum. Oh shit. What the fuck? Abelard reflexively wipes the sweat from his brow in a startlingly human gesture and telling one, a rare moment where he allows his age and wariness to show through his armor like veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace the locals with servitors. Wow. People dared to disrespect a senior officer. They would not have the chance to express such disrespect if we were not here, and the situation would have been dealt with the relevant officers. It is a junior officer's worst failing to pass problems up the chain of command. I have never been able to abide it. I shall say it again. It was my mistake to come here on Lieutenant Vent's whim, Lord Captain. I must admit that the lieutenant is by no means the worst material for an officer. But in the name of Terra, the girl is the same age as my eldest great-granddaughter. She has the gall to tell me how to manage the lower decks to hunt down cultists. It'll be another 20 years at least before she can be trusted to act without oversight. So he's fucked before is what he's saying. What he's saying. He's fucked somebody before, and that's why he has a granddaughter. Someone fucked Abelard. He's had the sexes. They were shouting your name. Of course they were. The organization of the daily routine life of the ship. The daily routine of life ship rests on my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems from which I endeavor to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation of the lower decks has been cause for concern, and I've intervened personally on more than one occasion. That must be why they remember me. They do not know your face. To them, you are akin to a creature of legend. One who has stood on the steps of the Golden Throne, no less. Whereas I am the man whose name is etched to very ordered docking rations of lower base heating. So I'm a cryptid to them. Okay, let's save. Save game. New save. Yes. Saving. Game saved. Something reassembling a nest made out of thermal insulation materials. Sims must be sleep between shifts. Lower deck rabble. Valve.
If such is the Emperor's will.
I can't do anything about the valve though.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Emperor preserve us. This is
Relax,
depressing.
old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you. Lets you see how the simple folk live.
Simple folk. The lower decks. Hey guys, you wanna see my dick? Behold my lower dicks.
Ugh, this master-crafted patella augment is not fit for a servitor.
Why aren't they moving? Oh, okay. Wow, nobles. Wow, Avirilla with Jocasta. The sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bay. Lieutenant Avrila Vent of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her superior, Master-at-Arms Jocasta Sourback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already. It is now reaching a boiling point. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order. Now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. Vent looks shaken, but there's fire in her eyes. This is my deck. I'm sorry. This is my deck and my sector. So as long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken with my express permission. There's only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So, not all my lessons fall on deaf ears, mutters in crabby approval. Your ladyship. We encountered some locals on the way. The conduct was outrageous. They even tried to throw things at us. Vent's gaze is full of worry and regret. The people are getting desperate, clearly, and they saw the assault unit and decided they had nothing left to lose. I mean, I apologize, Lord Captain. It is outrageous. I'm sure people simply don't recognize you. It wouldn't have occurred otherwise. We will deal with them once the current situation is resolved. What's the situation then? Your ladyship, my people have locked down the bay where strikers are, including their leaders. They have the situation under control as far as resources allow. Continue. Under control, Lieutenant. I came here to lead an investigative unit, and what do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There is nothing to investigate. This simply calls for immediate repressions and firing squads. And you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. I want to speak to the strikers. Abelard mouth twists, but he restrains himself and says nothing. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you a good luck. A good luck. On the dicks. Greetings, Your Graces. Yocasta.
Light of terror, guide our way.
A dozen pair of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. The enforcers have tormented us enough. A whisper passes throughout the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reactions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd, an elderly woman and 2 men. These must be their leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you have come down to us. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and now they're lashing out. As if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here, like that one the lieutenant won't let pass. Our clans are all inside the bay that's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who have just had about enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who have risen up. A death squad have just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Awareness test. These words seem sincere to you. Their body language and glances traded between them reveal that the news of the attack has shocked them. So why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your ladyship. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Shut up, Rivet. Snaps the old woman, who turns her hostile dark eyes on you. Here's the deal, your ladyship. Your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They see we're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to whole bays for a week at a time so we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. It's all true. Vent is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up amidships with no fellow feeling towards us. Your ladyship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. The persecution started a purpose of nothing, you say? I was told that one of you was found in possession of a cultist amulet, and that there are heretics hiding here. A cultist amulet? What's that? The gewgaw they found on the dead drunkard? If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said we were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people, and there have been no new faces around. Definitely not. If there were, we'd be the first to report them. As for this amulet, or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, and that's for sure. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots that came back, with no one's ever tread in those decks and boots so fine, I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Oh yeah, those boots were really fine. There were no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, that must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets down here. We all worship the Emperor. When we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers. And the servo motor, same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your ladyship, we are people of faith. Naive children. Weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the arch enemy's creations? Weren't you warned about that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but that was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I had my third little one. That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not here, or the scavenger who brought down evil on himself or his neighbors? Abelard, do you have anything to add? I authorize the use of all necessary measures to locate Chaos Worshippers hiding in this sector. The specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. Hey, Bloody, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have 35 points. Yay. How you doing? Welcome in. Make yourself comfy. While we deal with these, striking cultists, I guess. Or not, they're not cultists. They're just people. Nevertheless, I am certain that their actions were justified. Cultists are no drunken stevedores. What the fuck? What the fuck word is this? Stevedores? Stevedores? Stevadores? How do you say this word? They are the enemy and a threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. Okay. Sarbek, was it really necessary to torture these people with cold? The rabble understands only one language, Lord Captain, that of violence. As per regulations, should the laborers persist in their unwillingness to cooperate, the next step is limiting air supply and shutting off water, which is almost certain to restore order. The peasants can grumble all they want, but in the end, they are a source of their own misery. All they have to do is bow their heads, fall in line, and the need for punitive measures will disappear. Okay, what changes do you want then? Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain himself is asking us Bildrats what we want. Well, here's what we want. We want you to rein in your damned enforcers, to quit turning off the heat, and to stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if the cultists do show their faces. And I've been leader of my own clan for 20 years. Now, getting rid of these sub-club wielding thugs can only improve things from here. You've gone too far, old man. I'd never let the maggots on the lower decks live without enforcers breathing down their necks. There probably even exists on the enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. 100%. 100%. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultists' bodies. We'll talk to them, one lower decker to another. If there's any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan. I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures. I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the anointed one turns her back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before, all because we dared to speak out. The tall worker's eyes dart between the two arguing leaders. Every few seconds, he opens his mouth as if he's planning to agree, but each time he falls silent, simply making a few vague noises of approval. Thoughts, Abelard? Master of Arms, where do you stand? Spreading anarchy on ship is the first step to embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we'll consider the rest. I'll give the order for enforcers to be withdrawn from the sector, and if you will be given weapons. We'll see how you cope governing yourself, what difference it makes. Trustworthiness? Coercion 100%, yes. It's the first step to embracing chaos, so no! The tall worker they call Rivet shrugs and casts a sidelong look at the old woman. Old Nan, listen. The Lord Captain herself has come down to us as offers concessions. And I don't know the single sector in the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talk to them. Back down. Now's no time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Listen to us, Nan. The three clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need anything of that. You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with enforcers, make your peace. Damn. The fuck is this old lady's problem? Fucking stubborn old hag? That's great, Lord Captain. We're all agreed. Thoughts, Abelard? The story about going scavenging for boots and accidentally picking up a heretical amulet doesn't convince me. These people were moments away from rebelling and possibly becoming minions of the archenemy. You must not give them what they want. Even if they did acquire something innocently, purely out of their own stupidity, that does not mean they're not tainted with corruption. What begins as petty thievery can turn into far graver problem. I have seen it before. In my second war, there was a sergeant in the Imperial Guard regiment that was stationed nearby. The sergeant took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost lives for it. They finally managed to break into the barracks. They found not a single survivor, only the pocket knife, which has grown through the rows of beds like metal choking vine. So when it comes to scavengers, malcontent, strikers, or whatever they turn into next, my verdict is simple. Give them no quarter. Master at Arms, where do you stand? Give the rabble a grox and they'll take an agri-world, Lord Captain. The only understand brute force and will interpret any concession as a sign of weakness. Giving them weapons and recalling the enforcers would be folly. It would only be a matter of time before we had a full-scale mutiny on our hands. Then it's decided. The persecution will stop, and I will expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. Your ladyship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I will tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your ladyship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than enforcers and we'll leave no stone unturned. Remember to hydrate, guys. It's been really dry over here. Am I allowed to move? Am I allowed to move now? Is the cutscene over? Okay, save! I'm like, is the cutscene over? Game saved. Can I go around still? Ah, I saved! Chester and did I saved! Yeah, I saved. Pages where the start of the issue is marked. The last mark is missing when the workers went on strike. Goods. Oh, what's this? Multi-key. You just wanted through the floppy? Okay. The floppy. We started watching Gachi Akuta last night. It was really fun. Not, well, we did. Oh. Manometer.
The premonition runs true.
The gauge shows the steam pipe measure close to maximum. However, this does read the bars to the end of the line. Okay.
The world is full of colors I have never seen before.
Is there anything else I can explore here? Guess not. Bum 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 bum. Oh. Stopping unexpectedly, Abelard imperiously dismisses the unit's stand at distance and addresses your other companion saying, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in open arms and allow them to wreak havoc however they like and see because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Volantis Protectorate? Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't want to say why are you so angry I solved the problem because like that tone, that way, that phrase never works. That phrase never works. There is some truth to your criticism. I will say that. I will allow that. So I should say so. Abelard heaves a sigh, but he visibly relaxes. You simply needed to trust me. I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Remember, Lord Captain Theodora, do you think she ever set one slippered foot down on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for the Protectorate, as any true strategist and rogue trader ought. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. What the fuck? I will not repeat her mistake. I would be only too willing to trust my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation had spiraled out of your control. No, I don't want to. Give me a reason why I should continue listening to your advice and trust your judgment. Right now, I don't see. Oh, this all is kind of. This all is kind of like. Ooh. I'm gonna go with the first one because like that's the least one. Oh boy. Abelard looks at you stunned and exhales loudly. All grim, all dark. Yeah. Welcome to Warhammies. Welcome to Warhammies. I commend your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain. I believe I ought to explain myself. The prosperity of the von Valanche's Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the sign of true greatness. The rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So, I left everything behind I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers, to scouting voyages, and to advancement of the entire Protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hangar on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the other planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of protecting weak. All this has to come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems in the past that have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out on the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Theodora has trusted in established procedures and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building the future of von Valanche's Protectorate with me, stop living in the past. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain and rogue trader. Accept it and start living in the new world. A world where Theodora is gone, where you and I have new decisions to make. Prosperity of von Valanche's Protectorate is just as important to me. You are the only person who has comprehensive knowledge of how things are run in the ship. I think in the future I will follow your recommendations. I value what Theodora created, and I trust that the situation is an aberration in the ship's otherwise smooth operation. Since the established procedures are working, I see no reason to change them. I've seen plenty of sentiment and hand-wringing in recent days, but very little competent. No. I understand, but you need to learn to respect me as Lord Captain and rogue trader. Abelard slowly inclines his head. Yes, Lord Captain. After a moment's silence, he adds, looking at you with interest. Your resolve is admirable and demonstrates long leadership. I shall remember this moment should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. And now, please, let us leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader desires to stretch her legs, there are far more suitable places. Ah, okay.
A nice
This-
little stroll.
A nice little stroll. Yes. Yes, a nice little stroll with my Abelard. Abelarium. Abelardo. Abelardo. Ah, yes, Abelardo. Introduce me. Abelardo. I wonder if he's the type of person who wants to get stepped on. Okay. Okay. What? Bridge officer, Lord Captain. Something about an officer was injured, what? Greetings, Lord Captain. Abelardo. Save game. Save. Okay, game saved. What did you see? Oh, I leveled up. Let's see, everybody leveled up. Again. You're leveling up fast, huh? Finest hour, special ability. Okay. Target a final hour gains additional bonuses. Negative effects immediately removed. Offers spell bonus. Temporary moves. Temporary wounds until the end of combat. During extra turn, all their non-attacking abilities cost -1 AP. Exit deals percentage damage. Yeah, let's get bonus damage. Complete. Daring breach. I don't know what MP is for. What is MP? What is MP? Movement points. Till the end of combat. For each because the priority target for every enemy. Melee attacks deal plus strength bonus divided by 2 damage. 10 movement points in it. I don't really use it that much, but for 1 round though. Gains 4 movement for each kill and may use the movement points after attacking or using the abilities. You know what? Yeah, let's get this. Let's get this. So they can go around and go. Brrr. Yeah. Wait, I can't save level upping people. If you want me to save, spend your channel points. And I'm telling me to save. Yeah. Dismantling attack. Operative's next turn. That's not a save! Ow! Ow! Ow. Okay. Hold on, let me get out of this. Save. Again, I already saved before starting to do this. Hold on. Let me finish this. I'll save. Operative's next turn. The combat can move. Then combat targets into reduce like 3. Cripples enemy, reducing the weapon skill. Intimidates all enemies in a 5-cell radius. No. Provokes. What? Target also provokes attack of opportunity whenever it attacks. But attack of opportunity is only in melee range. So yeah, let's dismantling it cripples the enemy. Yes. Tech use. Yes, complete. Okay. Save. I saved. Okay, there. I saved. I mean, continue leveling up, people. Firearm mastery. Soldier's rate of fire is increased by 30%. Then soldiers' attacks are 20 harder to dodge. Until the end of combat, soldiers' range attacks gain +10 armor penetration. Yeah. Let's do that. Armor pen. Okay. Cassia. Finest hour. Oh, okay, yeah. Temporary arm gives some bonuses, all their non-attack ability. Until the end of combat. Non-attacking abilities that, yeah, sure. Let's do that. Kibbles! Blade Dancer. During Death Waltz, the Blade Dancer immediately heals to full. That's pretty good. The cost of abilities that cost wounds is reduced by half until the end of combat. Also grants 4 additional charges of Blade Death from above. Deals agility bonus damage as extra damage. Ooh. Strikes made by Blade Dancer reduce enemy weapon skill. These penalties stack upon using Death Waltz after killing an enemy, plus 3 dodge until the end of combat. I don't know. I don't know. Additional charges of death from above. Yeah, let's get additional charges of death from above. Okay. Okay. Save. I don't know how much time we'll have for more stuff. Abelard Basarian. We're Syrian. Yeah, I'm saying it right? We're Syrian. Abelard. And we did the astropathic station and then we set fire to it earlier, didn't we? Stationed by Vox, deploy scouting team, continue, warp, continue, station to be explored, burn everything, and dialogue. Okay. Save. Fucking... Ragad Minoris. Stop crashing. Game. Please. Please. It would be nice. Nah. Ah. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyes grow heavy, and the quill you have been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. I'm a eepy bitch. What the fuck? You raise your head with a start. Someone is here in your study. You stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge, and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As of his own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Conrad Volkvir's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in on you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Shit, I don't know what to say. Step back or else. It's like, what am I gonna do? Step back or else? I didn't wish for any of you to die. The dead remain deaf to your words, creeping ever closer with the inevitability of death itself. You belatedly realize in your trembling hand has found the shard when its razor-sharp edge cuts into your palm. Ow. My hand. An unbearably bright light floods everything around, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon. A skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design, and an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge. And the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven. The path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. That... Yes, master. I am the sword's master, not its servant. Remember that? Throw the demon blade away? Never? It used to be Conrad's weapon, right? So it might as well be a cultist weapon. So I should just throw it away. Right? I should just throw it away. Should I throw it away? Should I throw this sword away? This blade away? I'm gonna throw it away. Never! Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it became one with your hands. The gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. I've had these night terrors before. What the fuck? Not exactly this, but I've had these type of night terrors before. They're fucking scary, man. Continue. You awaken from the vision, kneeling next to your desk, your clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hand. Only the deep cut in your palm and the bloodied shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. What the fuck? You'd rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach for a shaking hand for your vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, picking up the cursed artifact and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Objects discovered, no rewards available. Okay. Goods. What the fuck? Oh, what's this? Oh, it's on the other side. Okay, wait. No. Oh. What's this? A cracked data slate. The final transactions with the Chartist are complete. The Fury Reckoning is now equipped. The object has been loaded aboard with the containment intact and placed upon the forebay to ensure maximum contact with the target. What? What is this? What the fuck is that? I can change my appearance. What the fuck? Oh, here was where I could set up my custom portrait. I didn't have to do it from the loading screen. Oh well. Okay, oh well. Never mind. Cancel. Accept abort process. Beyond the glass, the distant stars glimmer in the darkness of endless space, filling you with an odd sense of dread. I would feel dread as well, because there's only a pane of glass separating me from the endless void of space. Unfinished letter. Vortvider's mistake cost me too much. Years of work, tremendous resources, all wasted. He has failed at what he's supposed to be irreproachable at. Uncovering spies, and this one was his senior officer. I'm not about to discard him. Conrad has served me for too long for his removal to go painlessly for the Protectorate. He is no fool. He could not have seriously expected to become the next von Valanche's line when his skills and talents as Master of Whispers are so valuable. Let his disinheritance serve as a humiliating but instructive lesson which he may yet learn. Perfect? Perform your Master of Ablutions? Would you like to take a bath, your ladyship? How do I perform my ablutions? It's not letting me perform my ablutions. Can we not have like a hot spring scene with my rogue trader? Can I have a hot spring? Why is it not letting me? The water's calming murmurs and warm steam feel inexplicably deceptive. A moment's weakness and rest promises nothing but danger. So am I not allowed to perform my ablutions? Okay. Display weapons. Weapons. These. Hefty tome. Majestic portrait painted by a skilled artist greets guests who have been granted permission to enter the Lord's Captain's quarters. Von Valanche's crest is a VV. Okay, I guess I leave. I leave. Alright, Abelard. No, I crashed again! What the fuck? I guess this is going to be like the end of my stream. What the heck? Why? Why, Rogue Trader? Why? It's punishing me for being late to stream. That's what it is. That's 100% what it is. Okay. Okay, fine. 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 I guess that's going to be the end of stream then. Yes. The machine spirit is just really angry, it seems. I know. I know. It's angry that we were busy and I couldn't start stream on time. Hopefully that won't be the case, but we know that because it's going to be Fallout Friday, we're gonna have even more crashes on stream. Because that's just the nature of the classic Fallout experience. Now, I'm really curious about that co-op Skyrim that Amanda had, that Zophie Lofi has had shown us on her little clip when she came and raided us. So I don't think I'm gonna be playing it anytime soon, but it is interesting. I'm like, oh, co-op Skyrim, huh? Okay, that's something to consider. But for now, let's see who we can raid out to. Let's go see who is still online streaming, and then I can go and shower and get ready for bed. We can stream Owen. We can go to an artist. We can go to Shindigs. Shindigs is pretty fun. Let's see. But he's be right back right now. So we'll go. Let's see. Maybe he's not gonna end streams and hold on. Let me check. Oh no, he's going to stream soon. No, cancel raid. He's raiding someone. Okay, we're not gonna raid Owen then. Okay, fine. You know what, let's go visit Plant. We've not visited Plant in a while. They're playing Genshin. I hope you all have a good evening, and I'll see you all. There's the raid message. I'll see you all for Fallout Friday at the designated time. I hope you all sleep well and rest well and hydrate. Go rest. Go to sleep. Bye.